What do you say, DFK? Sir Worm is back. Kong sent out the worm signal, needed help with Emerson, corralling him. I understand. I have been there. It's a two-person job. We all know it. You've seen it. I've seen it. Kong needed help. I'm here.
Welcome to What the DFK with Emerson, Sir Worm, and Kong.
Okay, guys, first segment. Since we've got the amazing Sir Worm back this week, let's talk Serendale shutdown. Worm, what are you thinking? Looks like we're wrapping up things here right at the end of the year. We just had the last AMA of the year. Seems like good timing. Serendale shutdown. Let's talk like finishing quest, meditations. Have you got all your stuff off of Kaya, Sir Worm?
Yeah, like when they first announced it, I did a lot of like hero maintenance, moving everybody to Crystal Vale or Metis and stuff. So for me personally, I have been out of the quest summoning game over there. I still got like tokens and stuff, but get all the NFT related items are off. But yeah, you got to get that. Because I didn't want to be in that nebulous of like, okay, now they shut off the API like they have now, and be sitting there and go like, oh, I got heroes still over there. It's like I didn't want to play that game. I was like, I'm just going to move everybody and figure it out later. I'm still figuring it out. Yeah. So for anybody out there, just get your heroes, get your pets, get your equipment. Move it to Crystal Vale or Metis, probably Crystal Vale.
Yeah,
because you can do a lot more over there. And then, it's sunsetting. I mean, it's the end of the year. It's it's poetic. End of the year, we're going to turn over a new leaf. There's not going to be any Clayton's on pause. I can't say it's gone away. It's on pause. So we'll see. Emerson, what have you been doing anything over there?
Yeah, I was kind of like you. Like right away, I didn't want to mess around. I tried to get everything out of there as I could. I just, moved everything right away out of all of my accounts. So it's not something I have to worry about. But anybody else that has stuff going on, hey, I think my thing with the AMA and everything that's going on right now, the end of the year, this last AMA wasn't that exciting, but I kind of see it as housekeeping, that it's the end of the year. So they're cleaning everything up with Serendale, getting ready for, this new big thing, Ragnarok. And housekeeping isn't sexy, but it's necessary. And for me, it signals focus. I think the team's focused right now. And I think they're going to use this break to get everything, even more focused on Ragnarok and getting that going. So that's another thing too. They said no new classes before Ragnarok, and that to me signals focus. But what do you guys think about that? Were you disappointed to hear that?
No, man. I mean, I think it's strategic, which is what you would want to see. I know we don't have any more AMAs for a couple of weeks. I think January 8th, I believe, is the next AMA. So, everybody's kind of unplugging, spending time with family for the holidays. Recharging.
It's probably better for everybody.
It feels like we've been here many years before.
I mean, do you see any downside of them shutting down Serendale? I mean, not for me, not really. Other than maybe like the summoning costs were cheaper over there, but you weren't really doing anything else, and other than maybe doing some questing to get items that were specific to Serendale. But other than that, I think it's an overall positive because it was not only cost more to do like gas wise, but like Clayton over there, like doing just finishing transactions just got like clunky. It was a pain to like finish transactions and stuff to a point where you just didn't even want to deal with it. And so when they announced it, it just made sense to me that they put that on pause.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. My only thing, I think they should have done it sooner because Well, I think back when we were talking about hero inflation and changing the Gen Zero stuff, I think that would have been a good time to do it.
Well, maybe then though, don't you think they were hoping Kaya was maybe going to come to the table a little bit more, be a little bit better of a partner?
You're right.
I think they've always tried to extend that olive branch.
I think that's what was the hope, right? But I don't know if they ever gave any serious indication that they were. I mean, I don't know. I'm just reading between the lines, but like,
that's good.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of uncertainty. So I think
so. Yeah, they were giving them the benefit of the doubt, and maybe it ran longer than it probably should have. But
so we're starting 2026 off fresh.
Yeah,
all fresh.
I think it's maintenance, not a retreat. So you know what I mean, as far as Serendale is concerned, right? That's how I'm looking at it. It's just maintenance. You know, they're figuring everything out, letting Kaya figure out what they're gonna do. And
it's just going to make Serendale that much more exciting when the next place it lands. Maybe.
Yeah.
When do you think they should do it? Like, do you think they should have like? When should they bring it back? Bring it like we've always. Like, when should they bring back Serendale to in a certain respect? You know,
Man, I think you wait and you time it right. I mean, hopefully, you know, Dreamer and Sunbear and everybody in biz dev can, you know, I think when the money rolls back into this side of the space, right, it's probably going to be a good time to do that. You probably want to try to plan a few months in advance. You know, this time I kind of when you zoom out and think about it like that, it feels like we're in a good place for when, you know, retail does come back in. We got so much more to offer this time, right?
Right. Yeah. You said like, hey, we've got this ecosystem that we're ready to put on your system. If it's a different chain, assuming it will be, and then and they'll probably roll out maybe a couple more classes again and get that tree, even further expanded. So like they did with when we came over to Clayton the first time.
Yeah, I got some Dread Knights. That would be exciting. I got some Dread Knights with some summons on them. I'm ready. 15.
Ready. Yeah, we want that full tree. We want that full summoning tree so we can go at it.
Well, before we finish this up, I'm just seeing how I mentioned it already. I had to fit it in. I just summoned a Dread Knight, a red Bloodstone Dread Knight. With
you gonna show it?
Second win. I can. Let's see. We'll throw it in with edit. I think. Yeah. It was another Grady sale that I picked up on the market. He was selling a Sage, and I had the Dragoon, and I got second win. So what is that? Days Exhaust or? That you get second win from?
Yeah, I think second win's 2, so that's
so
E2. I think you're right.
It had one or the other. I think it was like it was on the floor Sage with exhaust on them. So I just picked that up for cheap, like 200 crystal, and threw it in the Dark Summon and a rare Dread Knight with second wind popped out with red skin.
Rare. It's nice.
Yeah, rare. At least it was a rare. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It could. I have a another rare Dread Knight with stun that maybe those are meant to go together someday.
Yeah, you just gotta get the HP. Make sure that HP is up on that second win one.
Well, it's coming. Both of them have good HP actually, so we'll see what happens. Nice. We'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned.
Ragnarok Rising.
Okay, guys. Next segment. Let's talk a little Ragnarok AMA. We got a little bit more details this week. Emerson, what did you think about what we heard?
I liked it, man. I liked it. But first, let me just say I want to welcome back Worm. I missed him. And it's been fun doing the show with Kong, too. But it's nice to have Worm back also. So let me just get to that. But let's see. What did I learn from the AMA with Ragnarok? It was nice to get some details. But, it feels like the team's keeping a lot of the details close to their chest right now. I think they want a lot of it to be a surprise. I think they're really excited about it, something they're working hard on. So I think they want to, keep things close to their chest on what's going on with it. But I did learn that I'm happy. It's free to play for the entry. So, and there's also an optional battle pass, so which will give you additional benefits. So I like that.
And it's
I think that,
ELO.
yeah, the ELO ranking. I think skill and emission is more important now for emissions. You know what I mean? So I think the ELO ranking. I think that's a good sign signaling that they're, Ragnarok looks less like a faucet and more like a sport now to me, right? I think that's an important point to make on this for me. And, I think the transcendence tied to the wallet history with the top 10 people probably going to get some really seriously rewarding things. That was
cool.
I was like, wow, I think I need to go back in there and look at the transcend. We still have time, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we still have time to do that. I've transcended some good heroes, but there's a few times where I've gone in there and like a lot of the ones I haven't checked recently, but in the last week, but a lot of the ones that are still left are pretty seriously valuable heroes, at least to me. And I have some of them, but I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, am I ready to just transcend this? Is it worth it? Like, what I'm getting, does it match what, this hero means to me?
Right. That's a tough
Everyone's
call.
well aware I'm too attached to my heroes. So I don't know, maybe that's just me, but hearing that the top 10 people are going to get, some extra rewards, weapons and stuff. I think that got me a little more excited about it. And I'm thinking about maybe transcending some of those valuable heroes a little bit more seriously. How about you?
They said the drops are going to be a little bit more rare drops, right? So does that mean maybe coral gear over the standard gore stuff, or not sure, but yeah, it's.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that to me, Ragnarok is starting to look like it's more about competition and less about yield, which I like. We got enough things that we can tie yield to and stuff like that, and so keeping Ragnarok about the competition is and learning about the game, I think is sounds great to me.
Overall, I think Ragnarok's a good idea. We need a way to have like low monetary investment for people to like experiment with the game, and since it's so involved, it's hard not to without significant investment, and that's a hard model to attract new players. So getting Ragnarok, and I like the way they're doing it. Like they're evolving the current community to provide the assets for use, and will benefit. I wonder. The only thing is, I wonder once we get into it and people start to see like how it's being used, if they'll have another wave of acquiring heroes to use. Because once people see if it's really beneficial or not to them, then maybe they'll throw even better heroes than what's already there.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize, like, right now it's a leap of faith. And I mean, a lot of it, it's just the way it is. A lot of this, I mean, even the whole crypto space is a leap of faith. So you got to do it. If you really want to benefit, you just got to go in with jump in with 2 feet and go like, and throw it out there. I'm going to put some more heroes out there. I think that's basically the one thing I've been doing. It's summoning. So I'm going to try to get some more heroes out there.
I don't know if I've done enough to be in that top 10, though. I doubt it. I mean, there's crazy people playing DFK like that go all in.
If maybe you contribute the best level 12 hero or whatever,
Yeah, I think I did do a little bit of that during the initial rollout when they that first. I was all over it that first minute or two.
Right.
So I did knock out a few of those higher harder
Well,
to get high tier.
Yeah, have you taken a look at what's remaining? I haven't.
I don't even know where to look. Where do I look for that?
Oh, that's in summoning. It's in the portal.
yeah, let's look. Let's see. I know I think the best hero I did was a legendary
No, no,
white
the
skin
altar. Sorry, not the portal. The altar.
sage. Yeah, the altar. I did a legendary white skin sage with a
Event reward. I think that's where it is. Yep.
with
So
a,
there you go.
and
Nice.
it had like second wind or
So
something.
you can look at each hero class and see what's remaining of what they want.
This is a clean presentation. I need more stuff like this, man.
Right. So
game.
so you know what to go for. So that was part
Yeah.
of my issue. Like I was like, I don't really want to. I didn't have a lot of dark summon heroes, so I was like, I don't want to go for a dark summon and to later find out that they've already fulfilled that slot.
Right. So that was going to be my question was, don't they already have what they need? Or obviously, I guess not if they still got all this stuff up there.
Yeah, that's the number. So like, yeah.
I
So,
wonder
like they have more regular summon heroes than they did dark summon, so they need more dark summoning heroes. But
I wonder what determines the quantity they need of each. Is it determined on a prejudged amount of players on the initial rollout? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I assumed that they, based off of what was already been transcended up to the point where they initiated this this incentive, then they said like, okay, we want 250 of every level of every class. I don't know if that's the number. Let's say that. And this is what we have now, and then just simple math and go from there. That's what I assume, but I don't know.
That's interesting. Guys, if you watch this in the chat, if you know for sure, let us know.
So Worm, tell me what you think about the balance right now in the game. That was something that was brought up in the last AMA. The pet combat bonus balances and PvP balance, everything. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's always a challenge, especially when you introduce new stuff and they had such a huge update. Like, balancing it was going to be throughout with pet combat bonuses and with enchanting items. I mean, that's so many new ways to boost your hero's performance or, debuff your opponent's performance. Like, some are just going to be better than others and maybe too strong. So it's always a challenge. It will never go away. Like, as soon as they introduce something new, and with pet bonuses, there was 77? I forget how many.
Crazy.
Yeah, at least.
Crazy number. I haven't played enough to sense those changes to really give an opinion of yeah, that's too strong, that's too weak. I mean, there's one thing I have been advocating for a little bit is to get toxic a little stronger. I just didn't think it's strong enough to compete with the others, especially since it was an advanced trait.
Well, I like that point of view because I love toxic. So yeah,
I think toxic should be able to be a little bit more of a challenge for somebody to deal with, right? Usually, it takes too long to ramp up, and then once they ramp it up, they'll just get rid of it, and I go well, that didn't really do anything. Maybe it took a one extra turn. When I think it should be a little bit more challenging than that.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. I mean, yeah, I think I love toxic, but I don't think I have enough PvP experience at the moment to really.
Yeah, I think mine was more of if you had toxic and then you apply another one, it didn't really do anything. If you could stack it somehow or make it accelerate the damage, then you get it, you hit twice, then you go oh yeah, then I want to go down this route. So
Yeah, maybe the first iteration of the damage is a little more like it starts off a little bit higher, a little
right,
percentage.
yeah, exactly,
You know,
yeah. So like one of
that way
one of the others, like
yeah,
either
it does take quite a time because it's like the fourth turn before it really starts to
so,
matter. You know what
right,
I
and like
mean?
I
So
think part of
right,
the challenge is like toxic in PVE
yeah,
can be
devastating.
quite good,
I
Yeah,
use
but
it
for
almost every
PvP,
match.
it's like
Yeah.
it's really not an issue. And I think
yeah,
that's one of the biggest balancing challenges. I think is you doing one versus the other. I'm not opposed to them having. I mean, sure, it's a lot more work on their end, but like, okay, in PVE it does this. This is the scale, and PvP this is the scale. Like,
mm,
and have it two different. Because I know they did it for something. I forget what it was.
well,
But like,
man.
oh, do we have another tournament going on?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. You got time to vote on this one,
Oh,
Worm.
oh man! Let me get over there.
I'm completely out of influence.
Well,
They had a bunch of matches yesterday. Or last couple of days, they had a couple of big matches with some big rewards. So I blew my wad over. Now I have nothing left.
Yeah,
well,
like yeah.
well. I'll tell you what. Man, I'm surprised because we don't usually agree on things 100%. And I'm actually trying to like think like steel man you here so I can take the other side, but I think you presented such a good case. You won me over, dude. Man, I hope the
That's
team
what,
watches this.
oh my gosh! Like, oh my gosh!
This is like
Mark
we're gonna
this
remember
down.
this. I don't think that's
Like,
ever happened.
yeah, we got to put fireworks around that comment.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Man, you did such a good job there. Like, I think you made a good case about toxic. Plus, I love toxic, so I want to
Yeah,
see
I
it
do too.
better
Like,
too.
I think it.
Just as
I
a
think
trade,
toxic,
I mean, I love
yes,
it. Like the idea of toxic. You know,
yes,
I love
I
that.
agree.
I
I
think it's a
agree.
great thing in the game. So I don't want to see it change much, but yeah, I think a little bit
No,
would be
just give it a
good.
little edge. It just needs a little edge, and
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god. So
You know, and then as far as the pet combat bonuses, I think it sounded to me like in the AMA, like the team was really stoked on where it is right now, which I think is a good sign. I think that signals that they're happy with like the balancing in general of the game right now. You know, I think
right,
balance
yeah,
is
I
in
think
really good
they
place.
did a pretty good job. I mean, like I said, like it's always going to be something's always going to be out of whack.
Yeah,
Something's going to be too weak, and something's going
oh,
to be too strong.
never.
But like, so it's a constant battle. But I think they've done a great job, and
Yeah, it seems
I
like
just
all
like
around, you know, they're good.
I just got to get back in it, probably more from a PVE perspective, to really figure out what's good and what's not good. Like, but
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
some of them they just get like some of your bonuses or debuffs or whatever. You can't really tell if it's having an effect or not, and so that makes it devalues it, even though maybe in the end it's really doing a great job. You know,
yeah.
but you
That's
just don't
true.
know because there's no like signal, or you're not getting any sort of like pop up or anything. It's like, oh yeah, you know, this trait just went into effect, kind of thing. And
I like that.
I'm not saying that they should. It's just that's just the nature of the game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Super Bowl or Superb Al or Okul, whatever you want to call him. Level up. Shout out the Dragonfly Tales, that's Mythic Squad. Winston always in there, Little Sparrow, Brian the Lion, and Dark Warpath. Guys are playing right now, so I wanted to give them a shout out.
The three of us, man, I'm going to give you guys a challenge, man, for the next year, for the New Year challenge. The three of us need to get in there and you know, walk
Chop
the
it up.
walk, right? We need to walk
Well,
the
we
walk.
can
We're
put
going to talk the talk. We need to get in there.
We can put what the DFK turning out there. Like,
let's do a tournament.
Yeah, we can do a tournament.
Let's do a tournament.
And
yeah,
like we're three in a spot, so we only need one more spot to make it run.
Well, let's do a tournament, but let's also try to get in these daily matches. You know, a lot of people have that's what I've been hearing from people. Hey guys, get in these dailies and you'll really learn. And
I'll tell you what, the only reason I don't
and there's a nice prize that you can win. So I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. I need to get in these dailies. So I'm challenging you guys. Don't be pussies. Oh, sorry.
I tell you what,
Get
next
in
time
there.
we do a show, we need to show a replay or something of us playing in one, just so we got to hold ourselves accountable on the next show,
do it.
baby.
Right.
Let's do it, guys. All right, guys, in the chat.
Yeah,
hold us
you want
accountable.
yeah, you'll show my first round exit. I can do that.
Yeah. Oh, and one last thing before we move on here. I want to challenge everyone in the chat. That's, everyone that watches the show that's participating at this time, like Hope and TuneFed, all you guys. I want to challenge you guys to come on the show for a quick segment and maybe highlight one of your teams. You don't have to highlight your best team. Maybe you don't want to show all your strategy, but I would like to help the community if you guys came on and went through one of your teams and what you're thinking about your strategy. I think that would be a great segment to have. I think a lot of people would, find that helpful. I know Hope has expressed, wanting to help. Kurt's expressed wanting to help. Mellow Fellow. A lot of people out there want to help other players learn how to play this game, and so they have a good challenge. That's what makes the game fun. So, so if you guys would like to come on and highlight one of your teams, I think that would be awesome. DFK Elite, I'm talking to you. So, and go check out his shows, by the way. DFK Elite is always streaming.
Yeah.
And, dude, he's the best at breaking down the tournament fights, dude. He goes through the teams and he brings up some really good questions. I really enjoy it. So if you want to learn
his channel in the description.
Yeah. Link his channel.
Lately.
Aloha, DFK Elite, man. Love you. And keep streaming, dude. You do a great job.
Eternal Zenith. He's an Eternal Zenith player. So as we sign off, Emerson, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, man. You know me, I always got final thoughts. I got more final thoughts than you want to hear. How about that? You know what? Actually, for me, 2025 felt like a rebuilding year, and that's not easy, but it's foundational. You know what I mean? We need this foundation for the big vision. Don't lose the big vision, guys. That's what I'm trying to keep a hold of, is the bigger vision, of DeFi Kingdoms and crypto in general. Just keep the bigger vision and stay clear on that. So for me, that's how I'm looking at it, and I'm looking forward to Ragnarok and the new year. And like I said in the last episode, this is the first time that such a big thing is something foundational to this game is being done just by the team. And I think that's important. I think that's a good sign. So yeah, happy holidays to you guys, to Kong. Happy holidays to Sir Worm. I hope both of you have a great holiday with your families. And I look forward to keeping these shows going. And aloha to all the people watching. And I encourage everyone to participate PvP. We're going to do that. And I think that's going to be the biggest help to getting this game out there. So aloha. How about you guys?
I'll say something and let Worm finish it up. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, man. I've been rejuvenated over the last 3 to 6 months, probably 3 months, in regards to just the grind, getting into PvP, chopping it up, getting those shards. I just have a good feeling about Void shards in the future for more PvE action potentially. So I'm just trying to stay focused, man. And keep my eye on the prize for 2026 and the grand scheme of things, right? Not to be looking at the 5 minutes in front of my face and the economy. It's obvious now that, playing the game and getting in there and getting better is the meta.
Yeah, I'm thinking, first of all, I want to say happy holidays to everybody out there, and hope you have enjoy yourself, enjoy your time with friends and family. It's very important. And as far as the game, thinking of my DFK resolutions as the new year comes, and I want to try to be more PV involved, whether it's PVE, PvP, because I've been like a somebody theme, but I also want to help get those numbers down on the needed heroes for Ragnarok. That's part of my resolution to get some of those out there and transcend some heroes. And I know I'm very bullish. I just gotta refocus and get my house in order, my DFK house in order, and once let's all go full force ahead.
Yeah, man.
So.
We should end, dude. You just made me think we should end this with a bullish, man, for this, right? A Ragnarok bullish. How about you guys, dude? A little holiday cheer bullish.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, guys. Bullish. See you on the next episode.
Bullish.